Hi, I'm Dan Slott, and you're watching ScienceFiction.com!
We're gonna try to sneak in and talk to Dan Slott, Spider-Man writer, Silver Surfer writer, and newest companion to the Doctor. We'll explain that in a second. So, Mr. Slott, thank you so much for talking. So, I hear. Oh, this is. Man, this is.
Yes, that is how I feel about that.
So, you might as well be the new companion to the Doctor. How did that feel to correct Mr. Tennant on
I
stage?
did not correct him. I assisted. I provided a Sycoraxic.
So, what do you think about Peter Capaldi so far as the Doctor?
Oh, I think it's great. You know, there's something like, as someone who's a big fan of Spider-Man, who gets to work on Spider-Man, I think it's the coolest thing in the world that one of Doctor Who's biggest fans now gets to be the Doctor. Like when he was a little kid, he was writing in all these letters to the Radio Times, like the British version of TV Guide, about what he thought about all the episodes. When he was in school, he was the president of the Doctor Who fan club. He drew the covers for their fan letters. This guy loves Doctor Who. It's so neat to see someone that's that into Doctor Who be Doctor Who.
So any good Marvel-loving Whovian should be reading Silver Surfer.
Yes, we're pretty shameless about it. We sent some copies to Russell T Davies, and he wrote us a very lovely note back. And we sent him a trade, and my insignia to him was like dear Russell, like please accept this please accept the sincere form of theft as the greatest flattery.
So,
It's an alien character with a human companion. But once you go from there, we're telling stories that you could really only tell with the Silver Surfer. Like, I don't think Galactus tried to eat Gallifrey.
so if Russell T and Stephen Moffat said that you can do a crossover with Silver Surfer and the Doctor, which alien race would you feature Norrin and Dawn interacting with?
Oh, man. See, the weird thing is, I haven't actually thought about it from Silver Surfer, because for years I've been trying to do Spider-Man Doctor Who crossover. Yeah, and I know every single beat of Spider-Man Doctor Who. Like everything we're going to do. Like you're going to find out that I can say some of this because it's pretty much dead. I tried to do this for 5 years, and the BBC and the Doctor Who people were the ones who were happiest about it. Yeah, it was frustrating, but no, I want to do stuff where you found out the lizard serum. The lizard serum wasn't turning Kirk Connors into the lizard. It was turning him to a proto-Silurian. Yeah.
That would be so good.
You're going to get a bit where the symbiotes were taking over like a Doctor Who race, like the Centaurans. Yeah, and one of the fun things is going to be that the Doctor and Spidey would have to cobble together sonic web shooters to deal with. Yeah.
Why isn't Tom Brevoort on this right now?
No, Brevoort wants to do it. We all want to do it. Everyone would love to do this, but we can't. Reasons. No, I just want to have Peter be a companion for like 4 or 5 issues and have fun and do stupid crap like that.
That would be so cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, everything in my head is like, okay, so Sandman and the Autons and the like everything in my brain is like, so it's really weird to go like, what would Surfer and Dawn do? No, I'm off in Spidey's Who land.
of course. Well, with Secret Wars coming up, I know you can't talk about it a lot, but
Talk about a dang thing.
yesterday at your panel, you mentioned that Dawn Greenwood and Silver Surfer would be restarting the universe. Could you elaborate that a little bit?
Silver Surfer in his Secret Wars issues, he is going to be the one character in the entire Marvel universe who is not on Battleworld. Like, if you aren't on Battleworld, the rest of the universe has been destroyed. There is nothing. He is out in space when all of space is destroyed. And something happens and he ends up somewhere. He ends up in the void. And another Marvel cosmic character has made it to freedom there too. And one thing that Surfer is going to try to do is, if the Earth comes back, create the rest of the universe. And that's going to lead to all kinds of ethical problems. it's pretty much how would you reboot the rest of the Marvel Universe? Maybe I'll make the Kree and the Skrulls be friends. You know.
Or the Spider-Man Doctor Who crossover.
Not even rebuilding the universe could make that happen.
So, because Secret Wars is encompassing everybody, of course Spider-Man is involved.
Yes.
Via the Renew Your Vows book.
Okay.
Now, I wanted to know, after years of establishing Peter and Mary Jane apart, why bring them back together?
It's an itch a lot of people want scratched. And here's a chance to do that. Here's a chance where, in the world is a battle world, anything is possible. What would you rather, like, what kind of Spider-Man things would you want to see? And I would think a lot of people's first choice would be, we want to see Mary Jane and Peter back together. You know, so it's a chance for me to go, I get to do that.
That is absolutely fair. Now, I know you can't talk about even who their daughter is or anything, but can you give us a hint at villains or anything like that?
New villain.
New villain, okay.
New villain.
Got you. Now moving back to Spider-Verse, how much fun was it bringing back and introducing all those awesome Spider-Men?
It was fun in theory. it was fun when we were laying it out and doing it. When it was time to actually do it, it was hard work because I don't think I wrote any 2 issues of Spider-Verse in a row because of everyone who needed certain things for crossovers, for when the artist could draw certain books. Everything was written completely out of sequence. And I just had these giant whiteboards to figure out how everything would fit together like puzzle pieces and go, okay, this works, you know. So I'm never doing one of those again. You could see pictures of me before Spider-Verse and after, and it's like pictures of like a president at the beginning of their presidency and at the end, and they just like, what did that job do to you? You know, so much gray in this beard is Spider-Verse gray. People are like, you ever want to do a Marvel like massive crossover? And one of the things I always say, like before we have our big retreats, is I'll pull my editors aside and I'll go, when they talk about the next big event, if I raise my hand, punch me in the face. Punch me in the face. I never want to do that ever.
And last question, arguably the most important one. Will you be writing any more Squirrel Girl anywhere in any of your books?
Oh, I think I don't have to because Ryan is doing an amazing job. And Erica, that book is like one of my favorite books to read. Like the books my stack first that I read is Unbeatable Squirrel Girl and the Marvel Star Wars books. It's like a new Squirrel Girl. You know, it's awesome.